Welcome to the Digital Nomads podcast. We're here to give you the latest insights on everything digital from inside the agency.
Welcome back. You're here with myself, Ben, and Annabelle today. We're going to be talking about landing pages, some recommendations, best tips, tricks, conversion recommendations.
Yep.
You name it.
All the above.
All the above. All right. We'll keep this kind of short and sweet, but yeah, like we get a lot of people that come through with poorly optimized landing pages, don't have a landing page is another thing. We get a lot of different businesses that will come to us that are running ads that just goes to the homepage.
Yeah.
Or multiple campaigns running to a single service page as opposed to having dedicated service pages, all of which can be addressed or should be addressed. So let's start with, I'll start with you, talk about landing page. What is a landing page and why do you need one?
Yeah. Let's talk landing pages. So a landing page is a page developed on a website specifically for a targeted advertising campaign. So it can be for a specific Google ad campaign, a Facebook campaign, but typically the page is structured and tailored to be consistent with the ad. So if you're running an ad for an SEO offer, and people are clicking on it, people want to land on a page that has more information about that offer and what it involves, costs, signing up, what have you. So that's the purpose of the landing page. It's to best convert users who are clicking on your ads. Yep. That's the goal.
Yep. So it's kind of that second piece to the advertisement campaign. So running an email campaign, running a paid ad, the messaging is consistent from ad to then that deliverable landing page.
Yeah. Yep. And I think a common thing forgotten in advertising and email marketing, like you just said, is, people potentially just look at the Google ad data and, I'm getting clicks, getting impressions, cost per click and all these
for sure abbreviations
when it's not the full picture. Like the full picture is the whole process of, making sure that your ads are profitable. It's going a bit off tangent, but making sure your ads are profitable, but also that the page that they're landing on is consistent with the ads and it's catered to a conversion basically because that is the goal of advertising.
Yeah, it's
at
not
the end of the day.
The ad campaign is only a single piece of the puzzle for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what makes a good landing page is number one, making sure you have tracking set up.
Yep.
So making sure that any phone numbers on the website as one a click to call, but it's also tracked.
Yep.
Emails are tracked. You have form submissions tracked because that just gives you more insight into whether your ads are performing well and also helps Google understand what a conversion looks like so that it can start delivering ads to more people like that.
Yep.
That's definitely a key area. Another thing is making sure that you have the right call to action on your website. So if you're needing more bookings, having a form in the hero section of the landing page so that people can inquire and make a booking, or even if you have a platform that can facilitate bookings integrated in your website, making sure that's available for users to click and go through the process. That's key.
Yep. So they talk about above the fold. So anything that when you're landing onto a landing page, above the fold is what you're going to see in that first viewport before you start scrolling down.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, you want to have your main call to action in your above fold viewport. So if you're looking for the user to fill out a form, if you're looking for them to inquire or click to call or send you an email, you want to make sure that is clear, concise in that top above fold section. That's the highest converting section for it.
Yeah. I think another thing would be to have the offer clear. Yep. We all know when we click on an ad, we want to know exactly what we're getting straight away. The worst thing is landing on a page and being like, oh, far out, where's the, where's the offer? Where's the free thing or where's the discount? So you want to have that clear on the page to hook people in, as well as compelling copy. So short, concise content that speaks to your service or product, clear on the page, and not in large paragraph text. You need it needs to be digestible and catch the user's attention straight away.
Yeah.
Do you have any other tips?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like the copy.
plenty?
The copy is a thing. There is a kind of a framework / recipe that you should use for it as well. Generally, you don't want to go over 3 lines of copy, depending on the break lines. But yeah, generally 3 lines of copy. People don't read much.
No.
So yeah, single line, 2 line headings, 3 line body copy, CTAs, etc. Trust is a really big one. Trust and credibility. So being that they're only going to land on the page and they're not going to be navigating away from this page, the idea of a landing page is that you land and perform the action on that page. So you don't want to have a nav menu to be able to navigate away. Everything needs to be delivered within that single landing page, hence the term landing page.
Yep.
So with that, you want to make sure that you can create a full journey of nurturing within that one page as well.
Yeah.
So that would be, instilling the offer and the concise messaging, as you said, but also instilling trust and credibility. So social proof or referencing other sources or where you've been cited, those sort of things. So, as seen bys, testimonials, reviews, all of these things that need to be brought in there because they are also a confidence building or a trust building for the consumer.
Yeah.
And will improve conversions drastically. So
definitely,
those all need to be there, generally higher up on the page. So whether you've got your star ratings that are listed as well, how many reviews you might have, how many stars of reviews you might have, recent testimonials, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. It's all those tiny things that make such a big difference as well, which is interesting to see. Like, you sort of don't think about it, but it's not until, when I click on an ad and I'm inquiring for something or purchasing something, it's like you're subconsciously looking for, the offer, the trust. Oh, other people have used it. Oh, there's a discount. Oh, I'll inquire.
Who has used it?
Yeah, all these little things that just play into it. So it's a big area of an advertising campaign. Having a solid landing page. I think another important thing for a landing page is to understand the user behavior on your website currently. So looking at your Google Analytics and having a look at, how many people are browsing your website on mobile or on desktop or tablet, if anyone uses a tablet.
6% on our site for tablet. Still a few.
Still a few out there.
Yep.
But having that
Just get phones as well now, consider. Samsung Folds, things like that, the fold-out phones.
What about the iPhone 15 that I've got?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, but the fold-outs, when they go into the tablet mode.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a whole nother segment. Anyway, carry on.
So I think having an understanding of how people are browsing your website and what devices they're using and making sure that your landing page is optimized for ultimately all devices, but especially, if, like for us, we know a lot of our users browse our website on desktop. So we want to make sure our landing page is looking
perfect
on desktop. Yeah. So that's an important element.
Yeah. Cross-responsiveness is always going to be key.
Definitely.
When you're looking for your website more, it's going to be a lot of engagement, but your landing page needs to be engaging. So that's another area that you should work on. Some other kind of foundational things that you should consider is, as I said, no navigational off. So header, footer, keeping those concise and just having a CTA there, not having a nav menu. Same for the footer. On a footer, you want to round out again on that call to action, that CTA, whether it's a form or a button. Yeah. Another way to finish up the page. You nurtured them the whole way through the page, and then potentially a CTA in the footer of the landing page. And short, concise forms. One thing that we see a lot is
so many required fields.
Just trim back those required fields. Yeah. Every additional field that you add is just going to reduce that conversion. So we've had past clients that are just adamant that they want to run 20, 30 fields on a form, or even when you start looking at, 8, 9 fields on a form, it is too many.
It's a lot.
Yeah, you want to keep it short. Some people will go even with a single form field, which will just be just your email, or just your contact number.
Yeah.
Generally, it's harder to get your phone number than it is a contact email. And then kind of work from there, name, email, and a message.
Yeah.
4 or 5 fields. You don't really want to go any more than that.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another key thing, making sure that your website loads fast.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than waiting for a page to load.
And if you're struggling with that, you can always look at doing subdomains for your landing page, which puts it on its own installation, which means that you will have less performance issues.
Yeah.
So it's just a side option of something that you could do if performance is an issue.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
probably it.
That's probably it. That's the crux of it.
Right.
Any questions? Let us know.
We'll leave it at that.
Awesome.
Catch you next time.
Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for our next episode.